Hi guys, it's me Adele, Miss Kawaii Girl, and today I'm going to be doing a Sally corset resin tutorial that I've been dying to film for a while now. Basically this is just me showing you my first corset piece that I made using Cat's Perfect's mold, and this is just showing the corset that I'm going to be painting today. And as you can see, I already started the first two parts, but I'm still going to show you in the video how I did them. So I just showed you some of the supplies that I used, not all though. I'll be showing you more through the video, and this is the mold that I was talking about, and I'll put a link in the description of where you can purchase it and to Cat's Perfect's YouTube as well. I love this mold, it's super shiny. Okay, so as you can see, I'm showing you 2 cups, a stirring stick, popsicle stick, and a straw for blowing out resin bubbles. And also my Fama wood resin, which is the main aspect of this whole tutorial, because you can't do a resin corset tutorial without the resin. So as you can see, I'm also showing you the nitrile gloves, which is very important because latex does not protect you. So please use nitrile gloves, a mask, and a ventilate, and keep your room ventilated. So this is just some paints that I'm showing you. I also showed you how I marked my cups, and this is my resin. So basically I just pour equal amounts. You can mark it. I usually don't mark it. I just did it for the sake of the tutorial. I eyeball it, which seems bad, but to be honest, I've done, like, I pour like crazy all the time, so your eye gets used to it. It's kind of like with cooking. When you cook for a while, you know how to eyeball certain measurements, and you don't always have to use measurement cups, if you know what I'm trying to say. But I just put them next to each other to see if they're completely leveled. And one of them needs a little bit more, so I'm just going to add some in here. And as you can tell, I am fast forwarding this tutorial because simply for the fact that I have literally an hour of footage that I had to cut down to 8 minutes. So as you can see, the little stringy, swirly looking patterns, that's how you know the resin isn't mixed. You have to mix it very, very, very well until it's completely clear. And slowly. I know the video is showing me mix it kind of quick, but I usually stir very slow so I don't get any bubbles. I mean, it's impossible to avoid not to get any bubbles, but you can get rid of the majority. So here I'm just going to mix in some paints to get whatever color I would like. In the video it shows up darker than it actually was, but I do suggest more of a medium grayscale. This was kind of darker, and I got that whole grayscale idea from Movie Trollop, and I'll put her link in the description. She does amazing tutorials, but it's easier to paint on a grayscale than it is on pink like I did from before. So I'm just mixing. Again, it seems so quick because I fast forward it. And now I'm just pouring into the mold, getting all of my resin evenly, and I did prop it up onto something. And I'm sorry about the mess in the background, but that's my workspace and it's messy. So here I'm just blowing out some bubbles. Okay, so now after about a day, I suggest waiting a day, but I usually wait 12 hours. The piece is completely hard, and one way you can check is by putting pressure on the back of it and seeing if you leave your fingerprint mark. And if you're using paint, you tend to have to wait longer. That's why I got Cast and Craft, which is much better than paints, because it's specifically designed for resin. So I suggest you guys, if you have a little money to invest, Cast and Craft is the way to go. So I'll put some link in the description. And I just popped that piece out. It was pretty simple to pop out. And now I'm doing the first layer behind the lace, which is, I just used some yellow nail polish because I couldn't find the right shade of yellow from my acrylic paint. So yeah, I'm just putting on a few layers of this. And by the way, whatever I show you did require at least 2 layers for each step because of the fact that I did a pink piece. And now I'm doing the sides, and I decided to do it pink. What I did basically is I took a picture off Google and I used it as a reference and just let my creativity run with it. Just basically to see how the colors were. So I'm just coloring the sides and also the little triangle that you're going to see in a second. And it's okay if you get a little on the bottom part, the bottom lace, I guess, because I'm going to go over it anyway. So now to represent her hair, I am doing a red color for the top part. And there's not much of a technique. It's kind of painting and tapping at the same time, which I find very effectful because sometimes when you paint you might have a little brushstroke marks, but if you tap on certain areas it'll keep more of a uniform shape and you won't have that many brushstrokes. So just try that out and see if you like it. So here I just mixed green and turquoise to get the right color that I wanted, and I'm doing the bottom lace, and later on I also painted the top lace on top of the yellow, but for some reason that footage was lost. So here I'm doing the tapping technique on and some painting, brushstroke marks, and I use a little bit of paint at a time, which is why I have to do some multiple layers, because I don't think it's a good idea to put too much at the same time. It's not going to dry well and it's going to spill a little, overflow. So I put a few dots on the bottom lace, and now I'm doing some swirlies on the pink. And I'm painting the back red as well, just because I thought it would be cute. And of course that also required a couple of layers. And then I did dots on the top lace. Okay, so then I just took a bail and some of my E6000, which I love E6000, and I put the bail on the back, and I just took off the excess glue, and now I'm using Pledge Floor Care Future Shine for vinyl and vinyl floor, and I just dipped the piece there, as you can see, and I wiped some of the excess off and I left it to hang. If you would like more of a shine, first I put some triple thick and then I glazed it, and as you can see this is the finished product. It's super shiny. I'm going to attach a ball chain necklace. And I really love how this turned out. It did take a lot of time, a lot of days, a lot of work, but I love it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and that's it. Bye!